Welcome back to another day in the garage. In this video,
not seeing what I bought.
It's already on the bench. Chris has bought himself a goose cage for his diesel.
I've never fitted one.
It's very true. We have a video on how to, well, I say it's how to, it's a video showing you how I fitted one. It's not actually a fitting one, so this video is going to be slightly different because we're going to show you how to fit it on the diesel, which should be fun and can get annoying. You know we've got to burst into an interval pipe, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm just making sure that you know how it's going to fit, because that's hard to fit.
I should be better at that
And the only thing I recommend is getting like a 2mm hole to put a 4mm bit in and squashing it through, because then it's ridiculously tight.
Buying more piping.
Oh yeah, because that's not long enough, is it?
Well, we've gone out and bought 2.5 metres of it.
Was that off a roll?
No.
Oh, okay.
Even though there is some more down there, just think of it.
I don't pull it. I don't know how much there is. Not a mega amount. I bought 10 metres, didn't I? Or did I buy 10 foot? I can't remember what I bought. Yeah, I
It's got random cut-offs. But that should be enough.
What are you going to wire it to?
The cigarette lighter, there's a ignition live on there, and then just earth it.
Cool.
Should be interesting.
Are you going to just earth it anyway, or are you going to earth it on the cigarette lighter?
Might as well just earth it anyway. So I'm going to do the same job.
I'm just thinking that the earth was there, wasn't it? So that's what I was thinking. So what do we need for this little DIY job? We need lots of piping.
Lots of piping.
You need yourself a gauge.
Itself. A mount, but I've got the one that fits in the vent.
Which is pretty cool. But you can get all sorts of mounts that you can like put onto the top of the dashboard or on the pillars, or like Kai had on the blue one with those in the console.
Yeah, there's the mount that comes with it, but we'll not be using that. And the bolts that go on the back for the mount.
Oh, I thought this would be made out of fiberglass. That's pretty cool.
I thought it would, but the ABS.
It's not been painted, has it? That's just the ABS plastic.
Yeah, no, it's the same stuff as what bumpers are made out of.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So they're going to be nice and strong.
Is it the right size hole? Is it 52mm?
Yes.
Cool.
I've already tried it. It's a little bit stiff.
That's good. It means it can't move. Yeah, that'll be right. It's a nice snug fit.
It's a lot good when it's on wired up.
What was it light up blue?
White.
Oh, cool. Cute.
There's no names on it.
No brands, no nothing.
Right, let's get going.
So, the first things first, are you going to rip out the vent, or are we going to try and plumb it into the engine? What's first things first?
We're going to get some more fucking piping because there's no thing.
It's supposed to be tight.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, we'll heat it up with a lighter. We shall come back to you when we figured out what's the first thing. That's it then. So, Chris is removing his dashboard because we've decided, or he's decided, he's going to run the vacuum pipe through the bung where his power cable comes for the sub.
Come on with this, I'm actually going to plug me right back in.
Yeah, maybe. So, how big a bung is it? Oh right, to be easy to get through though.
It's the same one that people normally use for their speaker.
Well, that's what you've used, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's touch?
Over there.
Oh, okay. You've got some random wires in there. Are they for your like little lights? In fact, you can actually see quite well on the camera.
These go to the amp.
They door speaker ones, yeah.
This actually comes from the amp in the back for the door speakers to the back of the head unit. Then it connects to the old wiring.
Okay.
It saves doing what we're doing.
On the Supra.
This is your power remote cable. I can't remember what they're called now.
RCAs?
Yeah, no.
And the little ones at the back of your neons, yeah?
Yeah, and the other RCA as well.
Oh yeah.
I'm running 2 amps.
Yeah. And then obviously little wiring.
That's for my little footwell lights that I did.
So the vacuum pipe is currently laid up next to the pipe that we're going to be tapping into, which is this intercooler pipe here. And it's been pulled through the bung. All the way into the back, into the darkness. Yeah, put the torch out.
Numpty.
So now you've got to try and feed it round. I won't fetch touch.
Yeah, it was going to be fun.
And for those of you who's watching, you'll notice that there's no Supra. We have a full garage today. Full garage for Chris. And we can see the pipe going to the bottom all the way down there. This is where if you're watching any of the videos like the subwoofer install, that's the bung that we've used in many videos. Now I've just got the arduous job of trying to feed it through the dashboard to come out the other side to the vent that is going to be putting it on. No? Oh, that last video where we called the thing that went between the door and the actual car, we called it a door sock. And why we didn't think of this, it's just a boot. CV boot, it's just like the same thing. Someone commented it on one of the videos. It's made me chuckle. We're ready to what?
Yeah, it's just more cut than the top.
Would you like a smaller trim tool?
Yeah.
We have more. Do the thinner, that's probably thinner. There you go. Slightly thinner. So there is 2 clips on the bottom and 2 clips on the top with the looks of it that holds this vent in.
Out.
So what's 4 clips?
Yep. Clip.
The metal clips on the top, you need to make sure you press them down as you pull the vent out, and then they'll ping out, and then it means you can just pull it straight out. There you go, you can add that to your collection of bits for your car. Ooh, nearly made it out.
No wonder that's what we're looking for. You've seen it before me.
Yeah, that's normally the case. I normally see things before you.
And just tape it in.
I got plenty of double-sided number plate tape. Just need to run your vacuum pipe up now.
Yep. Interesting.
I'd laugh my socks off if you didn't block off the vent, put your vents on full, and then it blew it out. It would make me chuckle. I'd purposely be blocking all your passenger vents, so if I'm in your car, just try and get your vent to blow out.
I'm thinking about drilling a hole in the bottom of this one, just to release the pressure.
Or block it off. If you block it off, it'll just make your other vent stronger.
How would you block it off then?
Board up sock. Or something like it. It doesn't have to be a sock, you know. You just ball it off, don't you? Yeah, you've got 2 socks on your feet. You need 1. Yeah, but your feet smell, to be honest. So what we've done, we've got another bit of vacuum pipe, fed it down from the back of the vent, and it's gone all through the panels, and it's come out the bottom of the floor to line up with the other pipe. The reason we're doing that, it saves taking all those other panels off, because now we can just put it through. Well, that is the plan, and there we go, 1 pipe. I'm going to stop that falling down.
Well, not now. Just for now.
Okay. You could just put your vent in your gauge in your vent cover.
Yeah. So I just don't want to put it on yet, just because I've actually I need to mount this down here so it's out of the way.
But that has saved taking the trim panels off. Bluudies, great idea.
That Chris came up with.
You did not come up with it, I came up with it. I'd already gone to fetch the pipe before you even mentioned it. So you can shift your ass out the camera. It was Bluudies' great idea. So once he's finished on the phone, he's laying out some cable to put down the same way as the vacuum pipe. That's going to run to the cigarette lighter, so that's going to make his gauge light up. Wouldn't that mean it's going to light up all the time though?
Oh, when the ignition's on.
Yeah, but day and night is what I mean.
But yeah, but it's a smoked one, isn't it?
Right, okay. Yeah, if you had like a normal gauge that was clear and you could see it, you may want to wire it into
like a light.
Yeah, like one of the lights. That way it will light up obviously when you put your headlights on, so obviously when it's dark it will light up. But as we've already shown you, Chris has a smoke lens, so you can't actually really see it. So that's why it's going to light up all the time, or when the ignition button is. Does it do a needle sweep?
No. Well, not to my knowledge, I don't know.
Okay. Loads of cars nowadays do a needle sweep, you know.
It's only the VXRs are on this, aren't they?
Yeah, but like I was in like a Peugeot or something the other day at work, and I swear to God that didn't needle sweep. Yeah, I know.
No offense to Peugeot owners, but Peugeot.
But yeah, and I was like, every car does it. Well, not every car, but lots of cars do it now. Did we tell you about the 208 GTI that passed us on the way to Cadwell Park?
No.
When I was driving in the estate? Yeah, me and Chubb was in it. It passed us, and then it never got away from us. That was funny, man. That was in the 1.7 diesel estate. It never managed to get away from us. It was funny. It was quicker than us in a straight line, but in the corner, the guy was chicken.
Oh, okay then.
It was funny.
There's a lot of front wheel drive cars that don't handle very well in the corners.
My estate loved being chucked in.
See, this loves being chucked in.
But when we were going to Cadwell Park, so when we pulled up there, obviously we all ended up parking up next to each other. Right, this 208, then it was me, then it was the car that we both overtook. I got out of the car first because I wanted to say to the guy, you wouldn't have passed me if I was in the Supra. But he never got out. He looked at me when I got out, and obviously I'm giant, massive and tall, and he just didn't get out, and neither did the other car. They both waited for me to walk away, which I didn't think was funny. Me and Chubb laughed lots.
It's a bit like that guy when we went to Yorkshire Outlet, no,
Where? Which?
East Mids Outlet.
Yeah, why?
Cut you up on the roundabout.
Some people just don't know how to drive. I think that's long enough.
Yeah, that's what I put for the rest of that, right?
I think that's more than long enough.
But I can always pull it back.
It was long. It still is too long.
I know, but I can always pull it back.
Oh, I was pulling it back.
Right, there it is.
So now he's run the cable. You still got to tidy it, but when he sticks that bottom trim on, that's down there. What do you want?
Spade connector.
You always want my spade connectors. Always. You and Chubba just like nick the whole lot.
How does feel this?
Hey? So, you mean the electrical tool used for crimping them on?
Yeah.
You want a bucket as well, just a spade?
I'm not a beach, mate.
Funny. Do you want a bucket or not?
No, I'm okay, because it's just to go into that one. Do you have any smaller ones?
Nope. They're normally like a standard size, mate. These are my awesome crimping tools. I love them. You put the wire in the top with them two little bits there. It holds it down. You squeeze and it strips the end off. All in one smooth motion. Very cool.
The light, I can't see it.
You've got the light, haven't you? Oh no, hang on. Tell the light's hanging up here. So we shall go into the car and we'll have a look what he's messing around at. So Chris is currently crimping on a spade end. To attach to, I'll zoom in, although I don't like zoom in, that there, which is a spare ignition live on the Astra H, which I'm sure I've spoken about before in previous videos.
Yeah, I can't remember what we used it for. Oh, the stereo.
What are you doing? You just crimp the end without actually putting it in.
No, I crimped it a little bit without putting the end in.
I use that one, like puncture a hole in it.
Did we get these ones for doing that?
That'll come off. That's what I use on the Supra. I don't know which one you used. Did you use the one I just said? No, it was neat, like, but you know.
It's like tiny wire, that's all it is, that's the only issue.
Now he's just connecting the cables back onto the underside of the fag lighter, cigarette lighter, whatever you want to call it. He's left it to that as well. So, he actually has power now. Through to the cable, down to that vent. Are you going to test everything before you put everything back?
Yeah.
So, it's time to get the actual gauge. So with a bit of luck, we should have some power. There we go.
What's up?
Doesn't do a needle sweep, but
what?
Doesn't do a needle sweep. There's a wonder. That's cool.
That's.
So now we can plumb it in the other side and get it plumbed in here, then job done. Once you've tucked everything away.
Yeah, the toilet lights just gone off.
It was weird though how I couldn't turn them on with the switch.
Yeah, it turns out. Turns out properly.
So this is the intercooler pipe that we're going to put in our T-piece, or you want to call it in, we're not using T-piece, but you know, the same principle. So I'm going to take this off because realistically all the rest of it goes to hard pipe, and you don't really want to be drilling and welding, unless you want to drill and weld I suppose. But we're going to go into the rubber because obviously it's a lot easier to drill. We'll just put a plastic T-piece in it. So here is the bit that we're going to be drilling. I recommend using a drill bit smaller than the actual pieces of plastic that you have. Which one? Decide which one you're using. You can use that one.
Yeah, it's got old one.
We're going to use this one. We're going to drill somewhere through this rubber. That's my phone. And then we're going to push it from the inside out, because then the actual half, this top half of the T-piece, will actually hold it and stop it from being forced out by the pressure. So that means then we can just put the pipe on, and with a bit of luck, everything will stay on. You might need a tie wrap on the pipe, depends how much pressure that actually is.
Yeah, that's why I've got the little tie wraps as well.
So you want the smallest drill bit possible, because you want it to be as tight.
Shall I use that one?
Not the one you broke, no. Yes, you did. Because you're a lot better having the smaller hole and forcing it through. So whereabouts are you going to drill it?
I'm going to do it there just so it's all out of the way. In fact, actually, do it here. Yeah.
You do it, it was your pipe, mate. You do it wherever you want. I think it's in the wrong place. It's got to go on one of the ends really, hasn't it, if you're having your T-piece on the inside, because you're not get your fingers to it. And I think you're going to struggle to get it in from there anyway, because it's quite far in.
Yeah, but I was thinking with the T-piece there.
Yeah, if you turn it round.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that way. So, I'm not going to film this next bit because it might take a little bit of time. Because you've got to try and get it through. But I recommend not drilling the hole any bigger, unless you have drilled it a lot
I just did a couple.
too small. Oh, there's no one that's coming here, so. Oh, unless you're going to do it first try. Are you going to do it first try?
No.
Okay, which will come back to you.
Too long.
So T-piece is in, and obviously it's stuck through to the side. We can just put your pipe on. I would recommend sticking a little tie wrap on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for, and even when you put it on the back of your gauge, I'd recommend tie wrap as well.
That's what they for.
So just put your pipe back onto your car and connect your T-piece on. For those of you that will put all this back together and start their car up and then rev it and go, it's not working, you need to be driving your car realistically for your turbo to work properly before you actually start gaining boost. All you're going to do when you rev it is you'll see that the vacuum moves and you don't really get any pressure. So drive down the road and you'll notice that the pressure starts building. So make sure you squash your pipe on as far as it will go. I got an email. Probably another YouTube subscriber that, you know.
Hopefully.
Yep. You're being naughty. It's using fire. The flame, if you just use it a little bit, helps warm up the pipe. So while it's still warm, you can help like ease it onto the T-piece, especially if it's a really tight fitting, which is good. And obviously, as it cools, it'll harden and be nice and solid. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that pipe on, and then connect your gauge back on, and then we can start it up and at least see if the vacuum moves. If the vacuum moves, then it all works.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the plan. So that's the pipe connected back on. The T-piece is on. Did you put a tie wrap on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can actually see it if you come here.
Yeah, but realistically, you can only see a bit of clear vacuum pipe running away.
Yeah, but
Pretty tidy.
hopefully that will be even more. I wish I'd hit it a bit more.
That's not bad going. Need to push that on a more.
Yeah, I know that's why they're pushing that a bit more.
So just touching another tie wrap onto the back of this pipe, makes it be nice and secure. So all the wires are connected, the backing pipe is connected. We can put the trim back on and then we're going to see if it works.
Just took that off to make some more room. Didn't do anything.
Didn't really give you any more room. So that works. You have boost.
A lot more boost hopefully.
What I said earlier on about having vacuum pressure, I was thinking being thick. That's for petrols. Petrols will give you the vacuum pressure straight away. So then when you boot it, it will go to like 2 or 3 psi. Then when you get down the road, then your boost kicks in. Obviously it doesn't work the same on a diesel. Ignore what I said earlier on. Listen to what I'm saying now.
Could have edited that out.
I could have edited it out. I could have leave it in. So just tidying up now, yeah?
Yeah.
So other than tidying up your hoses and stuff like that and securing it out the way of anything that might move or might catch it, that is this job done. So that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, come join us in another video. Check out our other videos as well that we have. We have lots of playlists. We've got playlists for other Astras and we've got the super build going on at the moment. So please come check out other stuff that we do. Peace dudes, we'll catch you in another video.